I don't know why I was about to say Scorpio. That was actually between you and Scorpio, because Scorpio keeps calling me too, so I'm just assuming it's very intense Mars energy that's calling. Isn't Mars in Taurus right now? About to move into Gemini, right? Mars in Taurus moving into Gemini. So some of you might be feeling that effect. Some of you might have a Mars in Gemini, and so it's starting to return home a little bit. I also feel like check your chart. I feel like this week might be a little, like the energy might be a little draining, or it might be a little much for you. I feel like overall most of you are going to do fine, but if you're like an Aries rising, it might happen to your house of communication or something like that. It feels like there's something about Gemini. Anyway, moving into, or there's something about Mars, sorry, not Gemini, but Mars is moving into. Anyway, messages for Aries, someone rising Venus, because I could feel you in your head. Mercury is also in Virgo. And that could also be, well, not really messing with your head. I feel like it's actually helping you a little bit, especially with communication and connecting to others. Maybe your third house is Virgo. All right, moment acting up a little more than normal. You might be feeling like you can't stay focused on just one subject, and you might feel like how keep. I'll give you an example. Or like if you're cleaning up, you start by cleaning up your room, and then you somehow, like, you go into the kitchen to make yourself something to eat, and you end up cleaning the entire kitchen before you finish your. That's also a big part of like ADD and how we respond to it. So I feel like that might be, remember that grounding your energy is the best way to do that. Anytime we walk through a doorway, our mind resets. It's like a portal in our head. And so when we're in one room, we're very focused on that one room. And then once we go through a doorway, it switches on us. All right, the cards that are out are Two of Pentacles with the Devil, going with the flow and friendliness. So this is moment conditioning, going with the flow and friendliness. There's hearing, why stay if I know you're not? Or you feel like it's someone that hasn't really made anything official with you. Or just kind of leaves things very open. Be careful, because I feel like there's a part of you that wants to shine your light on something, or like your beautiful light on someone in hopes that they fall in love with you, or you're trying to share more energy or more of yourself with someone in hopes that they'll see that being with you or connecting with you is what they should do. But I feel like I don't feel like it's gonna work. Like this person, whoever they're very stuck in their ways and in their way of thinking, because I feel like once they get their mind on something, or once they realize that they want to leave somewhere, they don't change their mind. And there's a part of you that feels like, I can convince you. I could convince you to change your mind. I could convince you to love me. I could convince you to actually protect you from this person. They haven't showed you their true colors. So if you end up getting into an argument with someone that you feel you guys have it good, but there's a part of the relationship knows what that is. All right, I feel like they're trying to show it to you, but you don't want to see it yet. You're shining a light on something else. It's kind of like a flashlight. That's what they're showing me. The flashlight is your awareness, and where you flash it, that's what you pay attention to. And the universe is saying, hey, look over here. And you're like, no, I don't want to look. You're trying to control your energy. I do feel like, can we pull you out? I feel like you're trying to hold on too much to the control. I feel like the relationship has served its purpose. I feel like it taught you what you were supposed to learn. Tell me about moment to moment. There's some type of reason it feels like guilty, or you're tired of being by yourself. There could be an energy there, a fear of being alone, or their fear of you leaving them, but that's just very codependent. It's very codependent. I have isolation with the Tower. I feel like this is going to happen anyway, so if you don't end up releasing this person's going to end up releasing you. But it's going to be for your protection, I promise, because you are not meant to go through this with this person. At least not this far in. Don't get wrapped up in your head, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. And the problem is going to be that you were supposed to go a different way. You thought it was supposed to. You were supposed to follow. Well, this thing is tripping. All right. Hopefully you guys were able to get at least some of that. And it wasn't like too fucked up. But I feel like that might have a message. Like that might have something to do with it. They start to break it off. Because I was almost about to just go and do Scorpio's reading. Because Scorpio has been calling me and I'm like, well, maybe I'm meant to do this one. But then I try again and it worked. So I was like, all right, let's keep going then. Maturity, but it's the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let somebody lose out on their blessing. Let somebody lose out on you. It's okay for people to miss out on you. It's okay for people to realize that they fucked up. It's okay for people, like, there's a part of you that doesn't want that. There's a part of you that wants this person to realize it now, or to see that, because you're still in it. But very soon you're not going to be. And I feel like the moment the energy switches, guilt is going to force you to stay, because again, your idea of what you wanted, you want to make it a reality. And you're not going to want to release this, but you're going to have to. This isn't something that's supposed to happen or supposed to go further. Like, it was supposed to happen. Everything is supposed to happen, but it's not meant to go further. This person, they're not meant to stay. Tell me about conditioning. For some of you, I'm picking up that you could have had a mother that was very... Maybe they were there, but they weren't there. And I'm not saying that your mother didn't try. We all try, especially as parents. And when we do neglect or push away our kids, it does hurt us. Like, as parents, it hurts us so fucking much. But we have to fulfill the contracts that we have with our children. We have to remember that children are their own little souls. And we have also set up contracts based off the curses that we're trying to break. Because sometimes we need our children to break these curses. Sometimes we can't break it ourselves, and it is going to go down to our children, and then it is up to the both of you to help and the both of you to release it. Otherwise, it will be your child with their child. It just goes down. The sins of the father go down for generations, right? For some of you, this is a big part of your conditioning. I feel like maybe your kids are meant to learn from you, meant to learn how to watch you be strong, and how to not need anyone, how to not beg anyone to be with you, how to not there's just a lot of projections here, and this relationship is exactly like the last one, Aries. That's what they keep saying. This is all a big part of your conditioning. If it wasn't, then this relationship wouldn't feel so familiar. It feels super fucking familiar, and every part of it tells you this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work, this isn't gonna work. I'm not meant to be here. I'm just trying to beg somebody to stay. Or like, it feels like a pattern that just keeps going and going and going. It's this cycle. You know, like in the old cartoons when they used to put people in like the trash and then they rolled them on a hill with a trash can. That's what it feels like. Like, it's just a cycle of bullshit over and over again. And you know that it's bullshit because every single time you get out of it, you're so tired. But then for some reason, the same energy comes back towards you. And then you ask yourself, like, maybe this is just what I'm meant to be with. Maybe this is just, I don't know. It's not true. The same energy is always going to present itself. And then you say no and you send it away. And then like everything, energy will come back into its place. And the worst part is that you think, Aries, that whatever is going to replace that thing is going to be worse than what you have now. Because in your mind, you're like, well, at least this version is a little better than the last version. So this one isn't that bad. I can handle this because I was able to handle that one. But the universe is saying you ain't got to handle shit. You don't have to handle shit. For what? Why do you have to put up with that? Why do you have to handle that? Why do you have to go back through the same cycle? Just because there's not the same amount of trash in that fucking trash can doesn't mean you're going. No, you're not. You know? Nah. It's like you're standing up for your bullies, Aries. And you're saying this person could very well bully you, or maybe like push you into doing things, right? Because Aries, when you're in love, it's not hard. It's very easy to get you to do shit. Very easy. All you gotta do is say, I want this, and oh, there you go. Now, don't get me wrong, you guys do go live off of tough love, but when you feel like you're losing someone and like they're slipping through your fingers, you like to grip. You will grip very, very tight, because to you it's not about outside power, but your own internal power and how much I feel like if you keep going and you release this, you will see what's really meant for you. This is actually, I want you to really pay attention at what you think that what you think that the universe could give you and what you think of yourself. Because right now you're saying like, this is the best that I feel that the universe could give me. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. The universe can give you so much more, way better than this. This isn't not even a third of what you could have, the happiness that you could have. I feel like you had a little taste of it, but only because it looks familiar. No. Remember that your body cannot tell the difference between excitement and fear. And right now you're feeling a lot of fear and you're mistaking it for excitement. And it's actually a mistake that Aries make often. Who did I tell? Taurus, I think. Sparks cause fire. And this person gives you nothing but sparks. They make you anxious as fuck. I feel like follow yourself, follow your heart. And your heart is leading you out. It's you the one that's begging your heart to stay. You're not even begging the person that is trying to leave or is trying to manipulate you into doing. I don't even think that this person truly wants to leave. I think that this person is trying to manipulate you and trying to play with your head so that you don't. But everybody, we all make mistakes, right? This person's playing the same game you're playing. If I'm playing basketball and you come in and play basketball, I'm not going to get mad at you for playing the same game with me. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. If you're playing a game and somebody else is going to come in and play a game, you don't mean to, they don't mean to, we don't mean to. We're just playing because we don't know any other games to play. Right? And that's kind of how it works. When we call we call people in that will also play with us. Tell me about going with the flow. See, I feel like if you keep going, your person, your true person, the one that you're actually meant to have real and genuine success with, will meet you right around the corner. Not because you need them, not because of any of that shit, just because it's meant to be that way. You're meant to be with someone that meets you where you are. Not you having to force yourself to stay somewhere so that somebody could become better. It's weird. It's an energy of you. It's like Captain Save-A-Ho times 10. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, some of you might even be taking care of. Not that I'm against that. I'm not against, like, yes, take care of your person's kids. Take care of but make sure that they're not taking advantage of you. Make sure that they're taking care of their kids. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to be doing anything for someone, make sure they're doing it for themselves too. And again, it's not out of like a selfish thing of don't help each other. Yes, 100% help each other. But this person uses you a lot. And they are amazing at politics. They are amazing at lying. And I think right now the universe is asking you to be alone. And the fact that you can't be alone is so frustrating. For some of you, you do have a little bit of a hermit energy in there, Mercury. You just don't feel like talking. You want to figure it all out in your head. And this person can't stop and shut the fuck up so that you can think long enough. Yeah, you're stressed. This card just showed itself to me. But you're going to hit a major breakthrough. You're going to hit a major breakthrough, my Aries. I promise. When I first got into the reading and now that I'm going back to that first energy, it's very confusing. And it was all over the place. You could be trying to distract yourself, doing hobbies and shit, cleaning up the house for no reason, like cleaning up after the kids, like not being able to sit down and relax because all of this is making you and pushing you into that energy. Tell me about control. Tell me about control. Trust. You got to take that leap of faith because it's time, my loves. It's time to take that leap of faith. With past lives. This is somebody and something you've been dealing with for a while now, but you're about to break this and let this go. Because you're coming to like a new level of awareness. And I feel like the main reason why you always beg this person to stay is because this person always kept you as a bit of an outsider. And you wanted to prove yourself to this person. Fuck this person. Why? Ask yourself. Anytime you want to prove yourself, what the fuck am I trying to prove myself to or for? Or what? Right now, Leo energy gives us all that strength to just say fuck it. And especially to be like, because I know people think that Leos, they seek out attention, but that's not the case. The sun doesn't ask to be seen. You can just see it. You know what I mean? It's just there. But Leo energy is very much like, if you do not treat me this way, I leave. Leos do not stay. That's why people also don't like Leos, because Leos are very quick to just walk away. And they find it really hard. Like, how could you said you cared about me, how could you just leave? So around this time, we're all doing that to people. So if that energy comes in and harness, like, grabs a hold of you, that if you're not going to treat me the way I deserve, or the way that I even fucking treat myself, think about that too. Make sure that this person isn't treating you the way you taught them how to treat you. Because if that's the case, then you just need to tell this person, like, hey, that's not how it works anymore. I've changed, we evolved in the relationship, and then set up your new terms and conditions, right? It's like the fucking, every single company is always sending you new terms and conditions. Every fucking app needs terms and conditions. Do the same shit. The same exact thing. If you run your love life, if you run your life in general, honestly, that's how I see it. If you run your life like a business, there's no going wrong. You're not going to make any major decisions without discussing or making sure that it's not going to affect your business, aka life, and you just go from there. Because sometimes, Aries, it's very easy to get pulled, especially when it comes to like the pride and control that you wish to have. All right, I love you guys so much. Praise to the Most High for allowing me to be your messenger. I will talk soon. Bye, my Aries. If I can click out.